How's it going, everybody? Nick Daniels here, yet again, bringing you folks another rant video here, pretty early in the morning, and let's get into it. So this rant video is going to be why social media is addictive, which I think I've talked about before in the Facebook rant, but we're going to reiterate on that because I'm in the mood and I don't have another topic in mind. So Facebook, it really does come to mind, actually. Facebook's the one that I kind of think of the most. But I mean, out of social media, I don't really know what would be the biggest one. YouTube, honestly, like YouTube counts, Twitter counts, like it all counts. But I guess it's really dependent on who uses them the most. As I made a video there the other day, I described starting an Instagram account, and everybody instantly just started following it, which I thought was funny. So it's actually got more followers than I'm following, because just a bunch of people followed it, and, well, some of them I didn't follow back, alright? Because I looked at their thing too, and it's got like 7,000 followers. It's like, alright, well, I've got 10, so I'm feeling pretty good. And that could be it, right? They could look at Instagram more because they have more people, which could provide more of that addiction, which is actually, you've probably heard the term before, but dopamine. Dopamine is a chemical released in the brain, and it's basically when you're really enjoying something, this chemical is going to go off, and that it's going to keep going off. So that's kind of where gambling actually gets this from. You know, gambling gets this dopamine rush. And it's the same idea that, you know, you're gambling, you get a win, you know, you get that little bit of a rush, and then that's a good sign, right? And you could say the polar opposite, it's actually also, you also get it from sex. So you're having a good time in sex, and you get that dopamine. So I wouldn't say you're necessarily addicted to sex, but you're probably craving it. And then the same goes for Facebook. And it's really funny because I just put two real serious things out there, you know, that sound very serious, and then I'm comparing them to Facebook. And I know it doesn't sound like a comparison that would normally be made, but when you really think about it, you know, when you go on to social media and you have a notification, how long does it take you to actually click it, right? Most people are right on it. I used to do a thing years ago there where I would just wait and I'd build them up. I'd get like 10 notifications and then I'd go through them all, right? And there was a guy one time, I literally watched him do it. Like I was there in person. We're at this like dinner and he's playing on his laptop instead, whatever, right? And he goes on Facebook. He posted a selfie there a few hours ago, I guess, and somebody had liked it, right? So what he did is he clicked the notification, went to his own photo, clicked who all liked it, and looked at it, and then went about his business. And it happened again, and he did the exact same thing, right? And I mean, I think a lot of people do that. I've done it, you know, but I think that's completely ridiculous. Like, but it's to that point that the notification came in, he had to look at it, right? It was like, it probably was bugging him that if he didn't look at it right away, right? That's where the dopamine comes in. When you get a message, that's the dopamine. When you get a friend request, that's everything, right? When that little notification is red, and it's like, hey, like you've got mail, right? That's what it is. And people don't want to believe it. They don't. And like, I've tried to tell people, I'm like, if you come home and before getting in the house you're looking at your phone for 5 minutes, to me that's addiction, right? Now, I'm not saying there's necessarily anything wrong with it. I'm not going to get into that, but I definitely think that, you know, social media is, there's a young guy I work with there, and I spoke to one day about how much time he actually spends on it. And he told me, like, his device, his phone actually checks that, and he can see how much time he put into an app, right? Like, I don't know, the last day, I guess, whatever. And yeah, I guess he was like 5 hours, you know, into it. So, oof. Like, 5 hours into social media in a day is, in my opinion, that's pretty fucked, actually. Like, I'm not gonna lie there. That's not good. That's, you know, and I told him, I was like, man, like, what if you put that 5 hours into something else and you were a little more productive, right? Or just bring it down to 30 minutes. And when I told him, like, I probably spent, honestly, like, I'd say 5 minutes or less a day, right? He couldn't believe me that, like, that was that low. But it's like, man, it's like, to me, it's not even a big deal. It's like, man, I didn't even, like, log into Facebook for a week. It's like, it didn't bother me, you know? It is what it is, right? And I know they've already said too, they're like, when I say they, like, I've watched like a bunch of documentaries on it, so just Google them. But that social media can also be like addictive, or not necessarily addictive, but I was thinking more of the words of, oh, there was an accident right up here. There's a car just completely off the road. There's no snow, but he's off the road. I don't know, maybe he's parked there. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, like I was saying, it's not necessarily addictive. I mean, it's supposed to be, but apparently it actually can lead to depression. And I would also believe that because a lot of people go on Facebook and they see how everyone else is doing so great, and then it's like you kind of reflect on yourself, right? And that's where I think that the depression would come from, would be that, would be a side effect, maybe, of the addiction. I don't know. But that I can contest to, or actually I can agree with, because I talked to a guy the other day and I told him this. I said that, you know, it's just addictive, you know, and his first thing was like, yeah, like I had to get rid of it. He's like, it just didn't make me really happy. He's like, I go on there all the time and I just see how everyone else is doing so great, and he isn't doing so great. It didn't help, like, right, it kind of pushed that down, because I guess he couldn't make like a post of his own being like, man, like, life's so great, big smiles, you know, wife and kids. Like, and I get that, because I'm like that on the holidays. I don't do much for a holiday, and then I see everybody like having such a great time, okay? And then I'm just there by myself fucking the dog, and, you know, again, I'm in the same boat, right? And, you know, and I will be for many years, and that, you know, that's difficult. But, you know, you got to push past that. Actually, what I do, by the way, is I just don't log into any of it on those days. Like Father's Day, Christmas, whatever, I just stay the hell off it, because that's all I'm going to see. Anyway, enough said. It's been a good rant video there, folks. We got about 8 minutes on the video. I want to thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I don't know what else to say here. We're 84 subscribers. That's exciting. We're getting up there. I always said, like, we got 100, I'd be fucking thrilled, and we are getting there. So I don't know. We'll wait and see. Yeah. Again, thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.